A new Social Security bill has just been introduced February 4th, and this could boost Social Security benefits in a huge way. I'll give you the details of that bill. Also, Trump's federal worker buyout could impact Social Security benefits for millions, according to one senator. I'll let you know what that senator said. Also, lawmakers are calling on Trump to implement the Social Security Fairness Act, but it's out of Trump's power because of one minor detail that was revealed by the SSA. And surprisingly, 85% of people want to pay more taxes to fund Social Security. I'm going to let you know why that may not be the best idea, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So, Americans favor higher taxes to save Social Security. Well, those Americans don't know the truth. So when asked 2,200 Americans on how they could solve the problem of Social Security going insolvent, 85% of them would prefer benefits to remain the same or increase, even if it means raising taxes. Saying this, they're willing to pay more, not to get extra benefits for themselves, but just to close the financing gap to prevent indiscriminate benefit cuts. Only 50% of respondents said they would prefer tax rates not to increase, even if that means benefits are reduced. What a lot of these Americans don't realize is that Congress has stolen trillions of dollars from Social Security, haven't paid it back yet, since they're saying they're borrowing it and just not paying it back yet. I consider that stealing. Congress is also very corrupt when it comes to Social Security. They keep trying to get their own pay raise. Meanwhile, they're neglecting Social Security recipients altogether. They're double taxing Social Security recipients, especially since they've worked decades, their entire life, contributing to the economy, but they're getting taxed again on Social Security. It makes no sense. So before Americans pay more in taxes, they should really make it more efficient for Social Security, and they should even double the payments of all Social Security recipients if they get rid of all the wasteful spending that's going on by corrupt politicians. So that's my opinion right there. Also, let's get into this. Social Security taxes to change under new bill. Here's who's impacted. So this bill introduced on February 4th by Senator Marshall and Blackburn. What was said here, this is actually, introduced February 4th, 2025. This one, it's a long one. It's called Reducing Excessive Taxation and Inefficiencies by Reforming Elder Exemptions to Support Fairness, Inflation, and Simple Taxes. Right, so that's actually the full name of the bill. But the abbreviation is Retirees First Act, right? So it's a long name, but basically what it'll do is raising the provisional income threshold to $34,000 for single filers and $68,000 for married filers, updating the thresholds annually to prevent bracket creep and protect retirees from inflation's impact, simplifying tax rules to maintain a single 85% inclusion rate for benefits exceeding the thresholds, simplifying the filing process, and reducing confusion for seniors. And then the final one is redirecting funds from inefficient government spending in non-defense, non-veterans, and non-Homeland Security discretionary appropriations accounts. This ensures Social Security Medicare trust funds are safeguarded while prioritizing retirees. All right, so if that was a lot of information, I really like the last one the best because it is redirecting inefficient government spending. I think it's almost mainstream now that everyone believes that the government is wasteful with its spending, wasting tons of money, sending billions and billions of dollars abroad when we have struggling Americans here. Instead of that money going abroad, why not help Americans in our own country who are struggling the most, living below the poverty line? So that's what this bill is right here. What are your thoughts on that bill? Good idea, bad idea? So this seems like the type of bill that Trump may use to implement his Social Security boost. Now, he can't do it via executive order, so he's going to need a bill to go through Congress to implement his no tax on Social Security. So this might be one of the bills. We haven't seen Trump introduce any type of legislation, or at least have his colleagues do so. So this might be it. Let me know your thoughts. As I mentioned in an earlier video, it looks like March 14th, 15th, maybe around the time when we may see a big boost for the Social Security via no taxes. All right, so let's get into this. Rhode Island lawmakers call on Trump to implement Social Security Fairness Act. So it's not as easy as it may seem. What they're saying here is thousands of hardworking Rhode Islanders who have dedicated their lives to serving our communities deserve the reassurance that they won't be shortchanged on their Social Security benefits. That's why I worked for years with my colleagues to pass legislation and ensure that millions of teachers, postal workers, firefighters, police fighters, or officers, and other dedicated civil servants get the benefits they have earned. So when it comes to implementing the Social Security Fairness Act, not as easy as it seems. So the SSA has given an update on this. If you weren't aware, they have to manually go through 2.8 million Social Security recipients who are benefiting from this bill, manually go through and change their payments. It is not a software change where they can click a few buttons and the software goes through. The Social Security staff is short-staffed to begin with, so I can't even imagine who is manually going through 2.8 million people. So they're saying it could take up to a year. I don't think Trump can do anything about this unless he hires more people for Social Security Administration. That's the only way this will be implemented faster. So unfortunately, it's not up to Trump. It's up to the SSA having more staff go toward it. Speaking of Trump and staff, Trump's federal worker buyout could impact Social Security benefits for millions, according to one senator. So Senator Kirsten Gillibrand is saying that Trump's buyout offer would have devastating consequences for tens of millions of Americans who rely on Social Security. Since the first Trump administration, the Social Security Administration has struggled to retain staff, and the agency is in desperate need of more personnel to process applications and serve beneficiaries. This policy would only exacerbate staffing shortages and long service wait times. So if you weren't aware, the federal worker buyout, basically offering federal workers and employees to leave with several months of pay, and that includes people at the SSA. So if they leave, your call times, your wait times will be from maybe 2 hours to 2 days, who knows? But basically saying that people who need their services done, applications approved, problems with Social Security payments, that will take a lot longer if more people leave the SSA. So that's what's going on there. Let me know your thoughts. We're saying here is forcing seniors to wait indefinitely to get their benefit is unacceptable, and I'm demanding answers from the administration about its plan to keep SSA functioning. So the buyout to a few million, actually I think it's something like 40,000 federal workers have actually taken this deal when it comes to the buyout. So I'm not sure how many of them are at the SSA, but SSA, as well as other government agencies, need to learn how to be more efficient. A lot of wasteful spending there. So hopefully things get fixed. Hopefully the SSA is fine. Just wanted to give you that update. And that is all the news that I have for today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Belle's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you the one thing you should do when you're feeling down and you want to follow your wishes. Then do whatever you want. It's a free country here. You can do whatever you want. So bye guys. Have a good night or a good day.
More Social Security accounts are being suspended, and it may not be for the reason you think. Also, I'm going to give you a $1,400 stimulus check update. It's really important. I'm surprised so many people said they didn't get that $1,400 stimulus check in 2025. Click that video now. I'm going to give you all those details, and I'll see you in that video. Take care. Be safe. Thank you for watching.